So hello everyone, welcome back. Yes, it's me, I'm back. Your girl got a new video. Like, who am I? 2019, starting fuerte, venimos potente. I know it's been like the hottest, longest minute of all time. So how is everyone? Happy New Year. Happy fucking New Year. It is a new year, new abundance, new love. My hand, disgusting, I'm sorry. Okay, we're back in business. It's 2019, like that's insane. I feel like when I was younger, when I thought of like 2019, 2020, like I pictured us being way more advanced, but instead we got this going on and surgery on a grape. Like, I don't know where we're going, but you know what? We're moving somewhere. So your girl cut her hair. I had been experiencing like severe hair loss and my ends were looking very thin, and I felt like I was at a point where I was like, I can't live my life this way. I would always have my hair up in ponytails because it just looked so thin at the end. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, it's just hair. It is always gonna grow back, or shit, at least I hope. So yeah, like I did this and I showered and I just put a little bit of gel, let it dry. It looks cute when it's straight too. I'm kind of feeling this new vibe. I feel like a new woman. Dime. I don't even know who I am. Sometimes I'll do it in the middle. Sometimes, I don't know. Right now, she's looking a little crazy because I've been touching her too much, but like she doesn't like to be bothered, just like me. So much has happened. I've moved. I've quit my work. I've got independent. Your girl is doing her thing. I'm super excited to start this journey again because I feel like it's something that I definitely need to do. There's so much I want to share. I feel like this year, if anything, I feel like for me signifies like manifestation. I feel like all of the previous years was like the preparation for launching whatever it is, and I know this doesn't only pertain to me. I know this pertains to like so many other people. I feel like everyone's been like going through it right now, and I don't know what it is about this new year that has made so many people so hopeful, and I see so many people trying to really accomplish their goals, and I'm super excited. I feel like a new year just gives you a new start. It's almost like you're starting fresh. So why not? So in this look, I wanted to create like this neon vibe. I kind of done something like this a few weeks ago and I got such a positive feedback that even I was surprised. I'm like, that's crazy what a little bit of green could do, because this look is not difficult at all. It's such a simple eye, but the green really gives it like such a pop that I was like, okay, like if this is what y'all want, like this is what I'm gonna give you. Only thing is that I added a wing and I feel like it kind of gave it like, I don't know, like this is more like a retro vibe. But yeah, like I'm kind of digging it. Let me know in the comments down below, like if you like this. Please like this video, and since you're here, might as well like subscribe to my channel. You didn't just like watch this far along to like not subscribe. Like, that's messed up if you don't subscribe. I'll be really offended if you don't subscribe. Like, come on, 2019, like that's, you're not trying to start the year offending people, you know what I mean? So if you want to learn how to get this look, then just keep on watching. So I like to start off with toner, and I'm just using a cotton square and running that all over my face, and this will just help get rid of debris, any dirt, any like residual oil that may be left over. My skin's kind of been going through it. I don't know. I feel like I had a few like hormonal breakouts and my skin hyperpigments really bad, so annoying. Okay, so now I'm going with my moisturizer, and this one is from Kare Skin. It's called Elevase. So what's up with you guys? How is everyone? Man, I feel like 2018 was a bit intense, but like I feel like it ended really great. So to prime, I'm using the Becca Mattifying Primer. And I just take a small amount and apply that like on my T-zone. The thing about this product is you have to work kind of fast and don't apply too much. So you just take like a really small amount and just kind of like spread it like butter. And then once it's spread, just kind of like leave it alone. Now I'm grabbing the Maybelline Master Blur Stick. And it looks white, but it actually kind of like applies clear. And this is just to like fill in pores. This is like a very beat look, so like you want your face to look as flawless as possible. Wow, that looks crazy, but girl, just blend and you're gonna be alright. Now I'm grabbing my sponge and my Nars foundation. I'm kind of just like Spreading that throughout my face. And start pantsing. This is like sounds so aggressive, but I actually really like how it feels. Pause. Okay, we're blended. We're good. Let's move on to concealer. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Age Rewind. I'm great. I feel like so much has changed. I haven't like made a video in a very long time. I feel like there have been so many changes, like so many things that I'm looking forward to. And it just blends like so effortlessly and it brightens. And I feel like it has the right amount of pigmentation, but it's like so fire. I'm gonna grab a powder puff and I'm grabbing the powder from Huda Beauty in the shade Kunafa. It's like this really bright yellow powder and I'm just gonna use that to set my under eyes. And I'm making sure there are no creases before I set, and I just like slowly like roll that where I want it. And I find lately I've been doing this that with like a powder puff I feel like you get like a smoother under eye application. And like who does not want to look smooth under their eyes? Tell me, demon. Shit, I do. Cause it's almost like you're stamping it but like slow and steady. So now just bringing it down the nose. Oh, I know this looks nuts, but it's gonna come together, I promise you. So while this does what it does, I'm gonna set the rest of my face. And I'm kind of like overlapping that powder so that it all like blends seamlessly. So it's like bright, but like there's no line of demarcation. You feels me? So it's almost like you're using the powder to wipe off the bake. And I don't like to bake for a long time. I feel like my under eyes are very dry. It makes me look older. And that's what we're not trying to do. We are not trying to look older. Hell no. We are trying to be beautiful and youthful. Fight the hands of time. So now I'm going to go in with a deeper powder. And this is the MAC StudioFix powder in NW55. And I'm just kind of like concentrating that just like at the base of the cheekbone. And this is just to like really give like that hollow effect. Making it look like we're extra skinny when we're really not. You know what I'm saying? Definition. Dando rostro, 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 rostro. Isn't there like a song like that already? I fucking live for contour. So you could leave me here, like you could come back. Like I'll still be contouring.
2 hours later.
So now I'm going to do my brows off camera just because it takes me a really long time. I promise. I'm going to try to film a video on an extensive brow tutorial because like brows to me are so complex. So yeah, just stay tuned for that and it's going to come. So let me get to that and I'll get back to y'all in a second. So eyebrows are on and now we're going to get into this eyeshadow. I'm going to be grabbing this shadow as my transition shade. And I'm using a MAC 224 for this. I love the MAC 224. Actually like one of my favorite brushes. It's like the perfect transition shade brush. And applying that all on my crease area. It has like really dispersed bristles and they're also very flimsy, which allows it to blend really well. Now I'm grabbing this shade and with this brush I'm just like popping that like into my crease. What I like about this look is it's really nice and blended and diffused, and that's like what makes it come together. Because it's actually really, really simple. Just continue to like add more slowly to build it. Cause that's what like I feel that gives like a good blend. It's just building the color. Although I will say I wish I had like a bigger crease space. Makes me so jealous when I see girls that have lots of crease space. I'm like, oh my god, you're so lucky. I only wish. Fucking wish. Like my clients have like the best creases and I'm like, wow, like I could do so much with all of that square footage, but I can't. But then I got like 2 feet of eyelids. Like why are my eyelids so big? Makes no sense. God, like you forgot to balance somewhere. You know what, let me stop being ungrateful. So now I'm grabbing the dark chocolate shade, this one. And I'll put all the names of everything like down below, so don't worry. Where'd I put the transition brush? Oh, right here. Now with that brush, going over all of this and just blend it so that it's a little bit more seamless, because I'm low-key think I kind of OD'd, but whatever, we're gonna work with what we have because we're gonna cover most of this anyway. So you know what, it don't even matter. I just remembered, like, it doesn't even matter because, like, you can always fix it. Anything can always be fixed, because the main focus of this look is the inner corner. She's the real star. So now I'm just gonna grab a little bit of concealer and I'm gonna apply it on my lids, and I'm kind of cut the crease just to make it really nice and sharp. So grabbing that same concealer, I kind of like applied that all over. Excuse me. Is this what we're gonna be doing today? Wow, my eyelids look ginormous. I'm just kind of like pushing that slowly, and you see that I'm taking my time. You want what you apply to it to kind of like really stick, and if you move it all over the place, I feel it gets splotchy, so when you apply the shadow it looks funny. Yo, my eyelids hella big though, like why? I don't think I really noticed. Like I feel like I knew, but like today, like I know. So grabbing this shade in the Dose of Colors palette, I'm just using this brush. I'm stamping that shade on there. I got a little bit of transfer, but it's okay, I'll fix that. Grabbing a little bit more of the chocolate shade, I'm just gonna bring that forward, kind of like blend that into the cream shade. Taking your time, just like inching your way slowly. That way the blend looks more seamless, as opposed to just doing it like very quickly. So just like inch your way slowly, and it almost like kind of like blends itself. And you may lose some of the color, but you know what? It's okay. Like, you can always go back and add more. I always feel it's always easier to add than it is to take away. See, like, girl, dime, yet the blending. Yep. That's kind of like what you want. Because what's so nice about this look is it's like so soft and pretty, you know? So pretty, like a little flower. Ella es como tan delicada, como tan dainty ella. And if you want to like deepen your crease a little bit more, you absolutely may do so. That's what we're gonna do right now. But I'm not bringing it all the way in. I'm just keeping it like kind of like halfway. Yes. So for the inner corner of the eye, I'm gonna be applying a white concealer, and I'm just taking a small amount because a little goes a long way with this, and I'm not trying to mess up what I just spent so much time creating right now. You know what? I feel like it could still use more, because I really want it to pop. Like, the whiter it is, the more it will pop. So I'm going to be using this brush by Morphe. It's really nice and flat, but it's still dense enough to pick up a matte shade. So I'm grabbing this neon green right here, and I'm like just going to like pack it, get rid of any excess, and just stamp it on there. Bitch, do you die or like do you die? Like I think I could just like go hang out, live my life like this. Totally doable. Like, I could totally do it. I'm gonna be doing my liner, and I'm using this liner from Covergirl. It's been like my new favorite thing. I love it because the brush is like super tiny, and you can create like the most perfect skinniest wing of all time. This kind of reminds me like of a bird. I don't know why it reminds me of a bird, but like it low-key does. I'm using the Covergirl mascara. I really like this mascara because I feel like it separates. So now that the eyes are complete and I really like how everything turned out, I'm going to be using my bronzer, and I'm using the MAC NC47 to apply that bronzer under my eyes. So grabbing this e.l.f. brush, this is their highlighting brush, and the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Powder, I'm just going to be going underneath my eyes really quick. And this may be too light for me, but I'm just literally like using the smallest amount just to kind of like slightly brighten under my eyes, just a little bit. I feel this is almost like an eraser. I feel like it just adds like a veil of like smoothness to your face. I can't explain it. It's almost like adding a filter. And I'm trying to look plastic. Ooh, yes. I feel like I need a little bit more definition. I don't know, that's just how I'm feeling. So I'm just gonna go back in with the bronzer. So I'm gonna be going in with the MAC NC55 again. So for blush, I'm using this really nice one from Juvia's Place. It's like a nice little corally shade. Super pretty. And just very lightly applying that on the cheeks. Like, I'm really not trying to do the most when it comes to the blush. Just keep it really nice and minimal. Like, she's kind of shy and she's kind of like, but like not really, you know, like she's confused, if that even makes sense. So for highlighter, I'm gonna be using the Emery's highlighter. I feel like that's been my favorite highlighter ever since it came out. It really is bomb. I feel like it looks amazing on every single complexion. Kudos to you, Amra. Like, you killed it with that highlighter. I got it back in February and like, look at it. It's still going. Like, the fact that I haven't even put like a dent in it, that's crazy with the way that I use this stuff. But fire. Favorite highlighter I think ever. That's a pretty bold statement, but like, I really like it. So I already sprayed my brush with the Mario Badescu Rose Water. And just like at the high point, I'm just gonna add like a little bit. And just like blend it as I go. And I want it to be kind of subtle. Like, I don't want it to be like, okay, there is no such thing. This is not subtle for other people. For me, this is like normal. You know what I'm saying? The way that you know that a highlighter works for darker skin is if you look dead on and if you don't see any kind of casting, you're good. Like, you can go about your life, do whatever your heart desires. But when a highlighter, like, you can look at it and you see two stripes, that's when you know, like, it's a no-go. I'm also trying to be a little bit more subtle about my nose highlight. Now, I just want to like strategically place it like where it needs to go, as opposed to looking like un bombillo. All I'm trying to do is like lift the tip of my nose like a little bit. Because if you highlight too much, then your nose is going to look big, and that defies the purpose of what you were trying to do in the first place, you know? So if anything, I may even go back and like contour a little bit more. Just to like make it extra cute, because like, girl, we try to be cute, you know? We try to see if we find husbands in 2019. That's how I'm feeling. How are you feeling? Because el 2019 yo me voy a encontrar a mi marido. Lo dije, lo puse en el universo y eso es lo que va a pasar. So for lips, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Unveil Lip Paint. And these are so fire. They're very liquidy, so be very careful when you're applying it. This specific shade, because it's a brown, I've been using it now almost as like a lip liner. It's like the greatest thing ever. And because it's so fluid, I feel like it lines your lips like so perfectly. So I'm just going to be lining my lips. Actually filling it in with this lip shade. So I'm going to be topping this with ColourPop Obviously Gloss. It's going to make it pop. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way through, that just means you're a real one. Shout out to you. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not already. Subscribe button, like right there. You see it? You see it is red. Like, it says subscribe. It right there. Yep. Thanks. And yeah, like, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on my next one.